How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Not really much on opening statements. Looking forward to getting back up here. This is going to be our first Northeast date. Our past visits up here, we've been living in Worcester pretty much, so hoping that a lot of those people came to Boston. Because they sure make plenty of fun. And just really looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting started, and just looking forward to see in this region of the country if the music has made the leap of time, and then also to see how the new music's received, if it is. So that's basically it. I think better talking with you than talking at you. So if you have questions, what did you do?
I'm Sarah.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
Sarah Rodman from the Boston Globe. First of all, welcome back.
Thank you
for being here. So it's been 17 years. What, if anything, do you actually remember that last show you played here?
Well, I think we had, I think it was called the Fleet Syndicate. We played here last night. I think we had 3 shows here.
It'd be great if you could use that microphone too.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I think it was the Fleet Center we played here last time. I think we did 3 shows, and they were very sweet to us. Maybe we did 2, and it was fun. It was a. I remember it being a good sized barn, so there's a lot of people, and they come to have fun. You know, there's a common misconception about the Northeast is that they don't play their country music, and if you have that misconception, it's gone the first time you play it. So I'm just looking forward to get back to people that love country music and love to be allowed to know how to. Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to Boston.
Thank you.
Bernice Barclays, WBG Radio.
What is your first name, ma'am?
Bernice.
Bernice.
WBG Radio. 6 shows in 3 nights. How do you have so much energy?
I'm hoping it's over 4 nights. Right now we're scheduled maybe 1 night, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday, hopefully. If not, then if we got Sunday off, you know, I don't like taking days off myself. You know, I often describe it, if you've seen any interviews before, I'm going to repeat myself. If your job was eating ice cream for a living, and your boss says, hey, you're going to have to pull a double shift tonight, I think you're okay. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Just the only guy I ever worry about up there is the drummer, just because I don't know how that guy does it. And I've seen him do it. We did the LA Fires where we tried to raise as much money as we could. We had a 2-day window. We put 5 shows on in 2 days out there. And that Saturday when he did all 3 shows, I was amazed. These shows are, if the crowd's into it, these shows will be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours long. And to do that 3 times a day for drummers, pretty amazing. So he'll be the guy I always keep my eye on. He's the strongest one of all, so he'll be fine. But everyone asks about me, but that's the one we don't really worry about. But it's nothing but just fun. So we did do it twice nights. Yes, sir.
My name is Greg Arnold from Country
Greg.
Music North. I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about Ghost Tunes, how you think that's going. It's been about 6 months.
Well, for one, thank God it's an option for me or I wouldn't have digital music out there. So it's going great for me. It's a climb like anything else. And anytime you enter a business where someone's got a pretty good size head start and controls pretty much from 80 to 90% of the market stuff. So just getting out there, letting people know that there is another choice is nice, and they've been very, very easy to work with, and it's been a fun ride so far. And it's neat to kind of get into the digital world, not just get your stuff in the digital world, but start to understand that business. It's kind of been going back to school for me, getting into this business. But any questions you have about it, or anything specifically, or?
No, I guess I would just ask if you think that it can make the jump from, I know it's predominantly country now, and you guys are really trying to promote the pop and other genres.
Right.
I think that's going well.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing is the first phase of it. I think we're just about to get out of the first stance, and then we'll get into what we call version 2.0, which will start doing movies, books, stuff like that. So that's all coming, hopefully. You know, if we can keep our head above water long enough and just enjoying it. The thing I like is the people that go there have a great experience. So one by one, just like when you started this business as a singer, one by one you go out and hopefully you gain people that will trust that site. Yes, sir.
Chris Wynock from New England Country Music. So we've been off the road for so long. How gratifying is it to see all these sellouts in multiple cities and play for these shows after so long off the road?
It's really humbling, flattering, I think we all have our dream, what we want to do. Mine's to be wake up in the middle of the morning, 2 a.m. by a Major League Baseball team saying we need somebody to play center field. You're 53 years old, you know, so we all have these dreams. Another dream is you're 52 years old and you decide to come back out of retirement and go on tour again and people show up.
Right.
So to have this happen was nothing that I ever, of course you dream it, but I just never thought it would come true. To have it happen at this level, just as recently as Denver, pulling in, you know, we were lucky enough to do 50,000 in Denver in '97 in our heyday. We just pulled in 150,000 in Denver on the onset last weekend. So those numbers, when I say are humbling, please believe that. I can't figure it out. It's like somebody else is coming to show that I don't know about. Kind of thing you can't explain it. But it's very sweet that they're turned out. Then our job is Chicago, the opening city, through Atlanta, and about halfway through Jacksonville, the third city. I thought my job was to make it worth those people coming out. And it hit me in Jacksonville, they were coming out with such a passion that it was my job again to say if we ever come back, they would come back again. So the whole attitude shifted. And then I got to tell you, in Tulsa, last night in Little Rock, 14 December, and then all the Tulsa run, which was the city for this, there's a different level. I don't know what it is, but it's competitive. It's great. It's like a sporting event now. So I'm hoping that rolls in here with us, that attitude rolls in here with us. Because if you can get these people passionate and competing against you for who can make each one smile the most, get the loudest, then you're in for a hell of a fight here. Right. I like that. So, yes?
How do you see are you seeing any kind of difference in crowds between now and 17, 18 years ago in terms of either energy? Maybe you can speak to the demographics as well, please.
Sure. And your name?
Jeff Rams, Country Standard Time.
I can tell you this, that before, it was just your people that came to see you. So now what you're hoping when you come back out, I was telling Chris, you hope that just people come back to see you. And so you're hoping you'll see faces you recognize. But then Ticketmaster sends you this statistic saying that 43 to 48% of the ticket buyers were 10 years old or not even born. That's not true. So half the arena are these faces you've never seen before. The biggest difference in the crowds have been the way they sing. Used to, Ireland had the copyright on the patent on singing. You could start a song, one word, and here they come. But now, I don't know if it's karaoke. I don't know, but I think people are less intimidated to sing or not sing, however you look at that. And they're just singing their butts off. But what gets me is you're looking at a kid. We stopped the show in Atlanta because there was a young girl over here that had a t-shirt on, a Garth shirt that was older than she was. And I called her out on it, so I know that shirt. And it was my dad's, but she knew every word to every verse to every song, which is pretty sweet. So that's the biggest difference for me in crowds, is how loud they'll sing. Hopefully, I'm hoping I'm not jinxing it. I'm hoping they'll do that. And then the biggest difference in touring has to be the show. You talk to anybody that does this for a living, they'll tell you the 2 or 3 hours on stage is great. The other 20 hours, you got to find a way to kill it. Well, the other 20 hours is going to be best friend. So now it's making everything just really sweet. This is the easiest and most fun tour I've ever been on. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hi, Carolyn from Country.
Hi, Ms. Carolyn.
So now that you're here in Boston for 3 days, is there anything on your bucket list that you'd like to do while you're here?
Wow, bucket list. That's a big term that's going on a lot in this tour. I see it on Twitter and stuff. I don't know how 15-year-old kids have bucket lists. I thought they were for older people. But my bucket list, I really don't have one. I would like to think of something that I haven't done that I want to do. I can't think where it is. I will say to get to do it again would be nice, and kind of get to do that. But no, as far as Boston, Miss Sherwood knows this place inside now, so we'll go around and make sure all the cool places. She did that cancer 3-day walk in Boston here about 4 or 5 years ago, and she's got all the pictures of it. Even coming in from the airport, she recognized some places that she knows, so she's going to show me around. Yes,
Ben from RoboTravel.com.
Hey,
How do you feel country music has changed now, like versus like when you first started in the music scene?
Well, country music is always influenced by other musics. So when we came out in the early 90s, there were influences of George Strait, Haggard, Whitley, Chris LeDoux. On top of those influences were influences of Queen, Dan Fogelberg, Billy Joel, these kind of things. So it only makes sense today that the music is influenced by past country artists, but it's also influenced by guys like Bruno Mars, Pink, Adele, all these things. So I think you're going to get a little more of a, I don't even know how to call it, a lot more, there's a lot more drum tracks, a lot more digital stuff in country music that you'd have never found before. Before, we just got with click tracks, or the industry got with click tracks, and thought that was cool and hip. But now there's loops, all kinds of things that all kinds of music have. So the barriers and bridges keep coming down between the things. And my thing is just find what you like. That's what music's always been. So anybody condemning the new sound of country music is, hey, find what you like, stick with it, and what you don't like, let go. There's plenty to choose from, for sure. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Carly from 101.7 The Bull.
Hey, Carly.
So you've recently joined Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it all that you expected it to be, and what do you think of being on social media?
Yeah, in fact, it's cooler than I thought it was going to be. Because one, they let you do your thing at your own pace, which I didn't think was the deal. I thought I had to do this, I had to do that. But they kind of just let you do your own thing when you're ready to do it. I am still trying to figure out where that line is between what I should share and what I shouldn't, like everybody is, I guess. And everybody has their own different line, so you pick what works for you and what doesn't. So just trying to figure that out. And you know, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I love making mistakes. Because how else are you going to learn? So you just try things. You try everything. And you know, and see what happens. And so far on social media, the only regret I have is not getting into it sooner. But really cool. But with that said, up till August of last year, I was a full-time dad. So I didn't have anything to share that I thought was mine to share. My children's lives are their lives, and they'll decide whether they want to share it. But after August, I got to open up and get to talk about touring with your best friend. You get to talk about playing music. I can do that all day long, and I like sharing that stuff. Yes, sir.
Hey, Just Levity Ball. You've been referred to as the man that's made country cool. What is it about your style of music that you personally think has been able to reach out and grasp so many people?
What's your name?
Jess.
Jess. Well, first of all, I don't agree with the opening statement, but thank you. Very sweet. The guy that made country cool for me was probably Haggard and Jones. LeDoux made touring really cool. There's a lot of people that say, hey, you see these young artists because they're doing your show out there. And I said, well, it ain't mine. I stole mine from Chris LeDoux. You know, I don't know who he stole his from. So it's always handed down. If there was a reason why things have gone so well for us, and now, thank God, are starting up again, I'm hoping it's because of the music. That'd be a great answer. So I don't think it's about this guy. Because, you know, you're not 120 pounds, and you don't have a lot of hair and stuff like that, so I don't see the attraction for it. So I'm hoping it's the music. Because the truth is, 50 years from now, do I want, if I had a choice to remember who Garth Brooks was, or they know what the dance is? I hope they know what the dance is, because that's the difference. Makes sense. Yes, ma'am.
So there's a certain number of songs that you have to do to get out of the building alive. So after you put those songs aside, how do you go about crafting the set list and including stuff from Man Against Machine and maybe just the songs that you want to play that you haven't played, that you didn't get to play in Vegas?
I keep getting killed by my team for saying this, but you just got to say the truth. When I pay, and I do, I pay my money, I go stand in my seat, see the guys I love. When they come here, if they've got a new album, I'm a fan, I'll eventually get it. But I came to hear the old stuff. I came to hear the stuff and fell in love with them. So when Strait comes to town, I want to hear Amarillo by morning. You know, I want to hear, you know, once you get past Amarillo by morning, he's got 60 of them to choose from, so that's kind of tough.
Unfair.
So what I don't hear up there, I'll hear in my, you know, player on the way home, whatever. So our thing is what we've always done. We'll play our old stuff. We've been playing our old stuff since day one. And then when our new album comes out, we sprinkle a little bit of it in. I remember trying the river for the first time. I remember trying Shameless for the first time, which was not a good experience, you know. So people just, you know. And then over time, that becomes the old stuff and what they want to hear. So it's pretty cool. They'll also bring their signs, hopefully. If this is a building that allows them. If they bring their signs, they'll tell you what they want to hear. And
You wreck me.
What's that?
You wreck me.
Yes.
This is my sign.
Thank you very much. The piano lick on that song kills me. I love that. I love that song. That's a fun song to do. So hopefully they'll, you know, you'll see that stuff and be able to communicate that way. But the way we look at it is, you know, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but your mass transit system has a timeout. So Friday and Saturday we put out bulletins to everybody. There's no opening act. We're going to start at 7. Going to get it done and get people in and out of there, hopefully out of there with them full, you know, not to shortchange or anything. So you'll watch what you do, but on the other shows, Thursday and Sunday, it's like you'll do the songs that you say you have to. And I enjoy doing those songs. But if you got other songs out on top of it, it just means you're out there longer, which again, you're just eating ice cream longer. So I'm fine with it, wherever they want to go on songs that vary from the ones that you know you're going to play. Yes, sir.
Speaking of the music, with the new record, did you find it difficult to pick and choose which songs would make the record?
Yeah, didn't trust my pen a lot. Odd little circle that happens in time. They told me this would happen and I never believed them. It's funny, the songwriters in Nashville now, probably over half of the new ones grew up on Garth Brooks music. So even though my pen was rusty and I didn't trust it, there was a lot of Garth things I found. You Wreck Me is one of them. It's very Garth. A song called All American Comeback Kid, that's very Garth. You could stick that right next to Alabama Clay off the first record. I don't think you'd notice the difference. So that was cool. And then one of the hard things is, oh my God, here's a hit, but I've already sang that. You know, I've already sang Shapes, or I've already sang Friends in No Places. And this song, so it's got to be a big song for somebody else. Because then if I do it, it just sounds like I'm trying to rehash all the stuff again. So those things come into play. Dude, that you never dreamed of when you were a kid, starting out that, you know, that if you're lucky enough to be in this business long enough, that would become part of the hurdle that you have to get down. Yes, sir. Anybody? Sorry, I thought I had 2 minutes, yes.
Yeah, just to clarify one thing about the Friday and Saturday shows, when you say there's no opening, does that mean that Trish is going to do something in the middle of your show since people won't be getting her
very
opening
good.
set?
So for people that don't know how the show is, we have an opening act, her name is Karen Rochelle.
Oh, okay.
Then I come out. Miss Sherwood always comes out in the middle of our shows.
Oh, okay.
So she'll have her own entrance, her own song, all that stuff, and then the set and the rig kind of takes on a different thing. I leave. Trisha does her show, I come back. So it's fun if she can get me off the stage. This depends. I love being in front of people. I love singing, but I also love being wherever she's at. So it's cool we can stay out there while she's playing. Yes.
Do you listen to much new country music? If so, do you have any favorite artists, any favorite songs right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's Chris asked, what do you do about new music and stuff? There's a song on this album that I love called sorry, I just brain farting on you. The thing about it's Jason Aldean who's opened up a whole new path. And there's a song called Cold Like That on this new record that I don't think would have been on a country record if it wasn't for guys like this. I mean, so it's funny how the young guys open up avenues for older guys sometimes. There's a guy named Joe Nichols. If you're a country music fan at all, you hear him, you go Haggard, but he's too young for Haggard. And then you dig in, you find out he's Whitley, which Whitley was Frizzell influenced. Haggard was Frizzell influenced. So they all tie together, you know. So it's a wonderful history there. Females, the one regret I'm having right now is we don't have enough females on radio. I mean, not, let somebody say enough. We should be embarrassed that we just don't have 80 right now. So little Miranda Lambert, I think, is investing in the songs, which I think is cool, because all her stuff sounds different from the one she just did, but they're all cool. A guy in the pop world that's doing that for me right now is Bruno Mars. So I think she's following that path. I'm anxious to hear what the next thing she's going to do is, because I know it's going to be different from what she did last time. I'm going to like it. And so that's a mark of a great artist that can find something. You guys have been very sweet to me. If you guys are coming to the show, I hope you have fun. Bring your helmet. It's going to be loud. Thank you.